Swollen feet, swollen legs, swollen joints, puffy face. These are all symptoms of an impaired spleen. Our spleen's job is to get rid of expired blood cells or blood cells that are filled with bacteria. So it has a very important job to do, and sometimes because it's so busy it can get a little bit tired, a little bit sluggish. So we'll find the spleen on the bottom part of the left rib cage. So if you put your hand over that area, the spleen is just behind that area of the rib cage. Just give a gentle push in, just notice how that feels. If it's a bit tight, sore, tender, it could be your spleen that's talking to you. So you can just give a gentle rub there now. This activates it and can literally assist it to start functioning optimally. This is a little exercise of nourishing the spleen you can do for yourself every day, just for 30 seconds or so. So I've seen that the spleen has come up as quite common in sessions with clients over the past year or so, and it makes sense because if we look at the emotional connection that the spleen has with us, it talks a lot about the future. So when we're feeling either really excited, we could have an overactive spleen, or when we're feeling really anxious about the future, that's when the spleen can become tight and sluggish and impaired and challenged. Rejection is another emotion connected with the spleen. This could be something we're rejecting in ourselves or our life at large. So sometimes, when the spleen is talking to us, it's not always physically, it can be emotionally as well. The spleen's electrical current, its meridian, starts from inside the big toe. So if you place 2 fingers there and just run that along the inside of the foot, inside of the leg, all the way up to the armpit and just down to the side of the breast, you are running the meridian, the electrical line for the spleen, and that's going to assist it to function optimally, because sometimes, let's do the other side now, our meridians can run in opposite directions when there is stress in the body, stress in our life. So literally by running our hands in the correct direction of the specific meridian, it will remind that meridian how to operate. So we're going to do a few stretching techniques now for assisting the spleen. If you can place your back straight against a wall and take your arms up to either side. I'm going to take a deep breath in here. And just take a moment to center yourself, closing your eyes or looking at one spot in front of you. Just feeling yourself centered, grounded. And then taking one more deep breath in, opening the eyes, and on the exhalation we're going to go down to the ground. Now here I want you to use a gauge of 4 out of 10. You can bend all the way onto your elbow or just slightly, but we're wanting the other arm to be straight up ahead. So we're wanting a comfortable stretch, hence the 4 out of 10. Make sure that your head is also against the wall and that your back is still firmly placed there. As much as possible, again, using your 4 out of 10 gauge. Breathing deeply. On the next exhalation, we're going to move to the other side. Sometimes our gauges will indicate to us that our left and right sides are a little bit different. We may be able to go further or less from one side to the next, and that's absolutely normal. Remember to breathe deeply, smile into your spleen, and then on your next exhalation, coming up, keeping your arms against the wall again. Let's just stretch outwards a few times and stretching that waist to a 4 out of 10 stretch, coming back to center. Once more stretching down, arm up. A few deep breaths in here. And then on your next exhalation, let's repeat to the other side, making sure you're still aligned with the wall. exhalation, coming to center, and then we can move a little bit away from the wall, bringing our feet together as much as possible. You meet your body where it's at. If you can grab hold of your feet, your toes, great. If you can't, you move your hands up along the legs wherever is comfortable, straight spine. And we're just going to carefully move over onto the one buttock if you can. Otherwise, you just move as much to the one side as possible. Back to center, over to the other side, repeat, pause there, to center, once more on each side. Noticing what's happening in the body. No judgment, just awareness. And then we're going to open the one leg out to the side, the other one is bent. Taking a deep breath in, we'll take the leg, the arm at least, on the side where the leg is outstretched and place that against the leg. The other arm goes up to the ceiling, looking upwards at that hand and feeling that beautiful stretch. So the one side is stretching, the other side is getting a nice massage and crunching into those internal organs. Breathing deeply. And then on the exhalation, coming down, and let's repeat the same on the other side. Okay, aligning the arm and the leg that is outstretched, and looking upwards at your hand that's stretched up. Putting your attention on where you're feeling the stretch. Remember to breathe. Remember to smile. Stretching those facial muscles as well. And on the next exhalation, coming back to center. And then you can just stretch your legs out in front of you, flexing your feet. You can again be up against the wall. And now just relax the feet and the legs outwards. Taking the arms up, we're going to place one hand on either side of the head. And the reason that we're doing this is because the left and right side of the brain is directly connected to the spleen. Each of our organs is directly connected to a specific brain hemisphere. And by placing our hand on the related hemisphere, what it does is it nourishes and brings balance to that area, because our hands are acting as magnets at this time. And when our left and right brain is balanced and they're communicating optimally, that is going to have a very beneficial effect on our spleen. So you can just relax into this position. Close the eyes. And just feel what is happening in the body. Notice what is happening in the body. Allowing the facial muscles to relax, the arms to relax, the whole body to relax. And you can slowly let your fingers just drag down the side of your face into your lap, keeping your eyes closed or just looking at one spot. Just remain in this position for the next minute or two. Feeling grounded, feeling calm, and giving thanks for your spleen.